So yeah, you can make airplanes. I'm not good at flying planes, so I'm not going to fly an airplane. But there are other Kerbal streamers that fly planes, and you can make a space plane, an SSTO, and they fly it up into the atmosphere, out of the atmosphere, and then you can make shuttles, and people will do all kinds of stuff. And my buddy EJ, he makes his own launch pads and stresses out over that about 10 hours a day. And that ain't me, man. That ain't me. I just play with my rockets, and also play some Kerbal 2 at the same time. Got him. No problem, Jiggy. I do what I can. And then sometimes it crashes because the game leaks memory. It runs off of Unity. So it leaks memory. Go figure, right? All right, where am I hooking up at on this station? Let's hook up over here. Set as target. All right, I'm going to move my ship. Why is this turning? Oh, we weren't controlling from the right place. Well, that was dangerous. All right, let's go this way. Uh-oh. I may have misjudged where I was going. Uh-oh. I may have misjudged where I was going. There goes the solar panel. It's okay. We didn't need it anyways. We didn't need that solar panel. If only we had an engineer who could fix it. How you doing, Pop Smoke? How are you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Hope you're well. We have an engineer sitting right here. Look at him go. He's so happy to be on the ship. There's Kerbin. There's the Mun. And then there's Midmiss. Dun dun dun. But yeah, this is much more technical than Space Engineers. Space Engineers is it's a survival game first, kind of, maybe, sorta. It's one of those games that try to do too much and all of it sucks, kind of. They try to make it a survival game, so like all the enemy AIs are either incredibly overpowered or goofy and stupid. They made it a shipbuilding game, but the shipbuilding is, I mean, you get a couple of cubes, put some angles on it, and you're done. You can download 1 million pre-made ships off the internet. They tried to make it a space simulator, but I mean, besides the gravity well, there's really nothing else to simulate. You only go 100 meters a second. It's really not that great. Brucey! What's up, buddy? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Triple stamp. So, Brucey, thank you for that. I appreciate the continued support. Tier 3, 20 months. You're amazing, and I love your face. Triple stamp, we were up to 14. So I started building this during the docking port bug. And what happened was we were assembling this around the orbit of Kerbin. And this thing, because none of the struts were holding up, it was doing this and blowing up and stuff. Sometimes the Kraken likes to strike. Let's see. We have a save somewhere. 1 second. That shouldn't have happened. Where are we at? 3:21, 5:28. 3 minutes ago. Sure. And it kept making the whole thing do this and like blow up into 1 million pieces with SAS on and SAS off. So what I did was I assembled most of it. I reassembled it in the VAB and cheated it out into orbit because A, struts placed in EVA mode didn't stay when you reloaded the scene. So all of my struts were completely useless in EVA construction, and you couldn't strut in between docking ports. So the whole ship was just a giant ticking time bomb. But I did a proof of concept. Chat agreed that it was a proof of concept. We had it 70% built. And then I cheated it out into the orbit of Kerbin and then shipped it to Minmus. Now that bug has been fixed, next, we have a space station still to build around Jewel that I have to do. So we're going to be building the space station around Jewel. But I built the station in the VAB exactly how the pieces were laid out. I'll show you what each individual launch was. Because I still have the parts and pieces at the VAB. We can still ship them if you wanted to see how they were shipped out. But it just wouldn't hold together pre-patch. That's what you get when docking ports bug out. Oh, well, yeah, no, the docking port bug was horrible. And it wouldn't have been so bad if the EVA bug with the struts didn't exist. That made me so sad. Because I shipped out an engineer with a bunch of struts, and I strut all the pieces, and then I went somewhere and came back, and all the struts were gone. And I was like, well, that's not right. Then I took the guy back out again, put all the struts back on, left, came back, they were all gone again. And then someone in chat piped up, and they're like, oh yeah, it's a known bug since 1.11. And I'm like, yay! The actual EVA construction patch. So there's no reverting back and still having EVA construction. But they fixed that too. So like piece number 1 was from the relay dish all the way down to that first docking port. We had thuds on the side, and we actually took the thuds off with an engineer. Second part was all the way down to this docking port, from this to the docking port there. This had thuds. We took those off as well. And then these two pieces were one shipment. This fuel tank was one shipment. This fuel tank was one shipment. And we pieced it all together. I had this, and these three put together with all the heat dissipation and everything, and we had one of these, and it just kept breaking. It just kept wobbling and waving and blowing up. So then I went into the VAB and I built it like this, and we shipped it out, and I flew these up and attached them 1, 2, 3, 4, and those were the engines that we used to move this over here to Minmus's orbit. So I shipped it to Minmus's orbit by myself. And then here it is. I need to strut it here because those struts are super important, but other than that, everything else looks pretty good. But I left everything the same because I wanted it to be the same. I wanted it to have the same docking port issues that are going to arise in the future. And then here's where the ships are supposed to dock to be refueled. But I have so much going on right now that I got everybody and their brother here on all the different docking ports. All right, let's, did I ever turn that off? I did. Let's get some more fuel. Oh, I don't have ore. Oh, I didn't land this thing to... Did I not just go mining? Why don't I have ore? That's weird. Anywho, let's F5. Let's go mining. I could have sworn I sent that down to get ore. Is the processor on? No, it's off. The temperature will be up if it was on. Hi, Loin. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, a lot of people lost a lot of things with that bug, unfortunately. That's weird. I don't mind going and getting more ore. Okay, so if I press 1, oops, wrong button. It has to be 3. There we go. Perfect. That opens the antenna. That's going to Tylo. That's going to Drace. This one's going to Val. Lathe is already in orbit. And so is Bop and Pole. So we're already good to go for all the other moons. We just got to get these right here refueled. And this tug's taking Tylo. And that tug's taking the Val one. Okay, so we were aiming for the one. That right there is the best place to get ore on Minmus. This right here is one of the worst. This one here is not that bad. So let's go over here and see if we are in prime position to grab that one. Be nice if I could. No, I'll settle for this one. All right, put a maneuver here. Burn ourselves down. Up. 9 minutes. We have to get those ships refueled. We have a window opening in 56 days to Jewel. And I would like to send all of those out, plus a couple of communication satellites. That way we have signal the whole time. Which means a lot of long ion burns. Our other miner broke. I didn't land it correctly, so I had to make another one and bring it here. We lost like 14 days by doing that. Which really sucks. But we already ran it down and up once, and for some reason it seemed like my ore was gone. That was odd. But it's okay. Because now we can just come on down. Bum bum ba dum. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum ba da da ba da da ba da da bum bum ba dum. If only there was a Xenon option at the ISRU. I don't know why there's not. I mean, like, lore-wise, it's probably some kind of, like, rare earth fuel that you cannot create like that or something. Almost like a gas that, like, I don't know. It's just something you can't replicate, you know? Especially from ore. But I get it. If that was the case, dude, you can do some very, very broken stuff in this game. Just refuel the Xenon. Well, here I go being broken again. Because then you can just make massive, massive just ships that had little pods that could drop down to various planets and just mine ore to replenish all your Xenon. I think that would be really, really broken. Oh, and I gotta send an engineer out to add an antenna to a craft. We need to add an antenna to one of our moon vessels. I think if you had to get it from Elu, that'd be a fun challenge, you know? And the only place you can mine Xenon from was Elu. So you make an Elu station, you can only have a window to come back to eat from Elu like every 6 years. Here's the Xenon shipment. Of course, you can crack and drive it and get it there a lot faster, but... Why are we cracking driving for? Alright, down... and go. Nice. Okay, so up and out and gone. We out of here. Be gone. I like it when it's turned like this with the 90 degrees to my 3 o'clock. Makes me feel better about stuff. Well, I mean, of course, and Kraken drives where you're going like 60 kilometers a second or something dumb. I've seen them. I'm not fans of them, but I've seen them. But I can't do that, Loin. I gotta stay within 50 tons of my little challenge here, so I can't do all the tons of liquid fuel and tons of mainsails. I wish he was a higher level. I think I might take an engineer and fly by Jewel just to get them to level up, maybe? I don't need to. When's Elu coming up? Elu's coming up in 2 years, 106 days. And we'll have a rover on Elu. That's kind of exciting. Four, 5, 6. Five, 4, 3. Go ahead. Go ahead. I like how we're carrying less fuel and we're just as efficient as we were before. That means we're adding more fuel to the station than we were in the past. Granted, there was a very thin case where we could get 2 trips out of, God, 12 degrees? 2 trips out of our other miner if we really, really needed to, but it was cutting it way thin. So I don't want to do that if I can help it. $54 days. We're going to need about 10 days to kind of get some stuff added and whatnot. Maybe once I get this thing docked and turn on the ISRU, I'll run over and get an engineer on the way over here with antennas. Because I need an antenna on the Tylo ship. I can probably move it with the engineer here on what we already have existing. I might just do that. Boop. Oh, that was so close. Look at that. I'm so good at matching up with this station. I'm pretty good at it. What's the separation? 300 meters. Nice. I like it. Three, 2, 1, 0. Oh. I gotta use physics warp. The game won't let you warpy warp while you're trying to do legitimate things, like burning. Oh no, I burned too much. Oh well, it's fine. I burned 0.1 delta V too much, so it threw me out of whack. Regardless, we're gonna be right here at it, so. Twenty, 19, 17. Wow, I got further away. 3, 2, 1. $400 meters. Hello, ship. I wish to meet up with you. I want to rendezvous with you. I want to rendezvous with you. It was the other side. Maybe? I can park over here, I think. I'll give it a shot. I don't mind trying. Right about there. Set as target. And let's go. Hiya. Is that too tight of a fit, you think? I don't know. We'll find out in a minute, huh? It shouldn't be. Nah, we're fine. Everything's fine. It is kind of tight, though. Sloppy kiss. Perfect. F5. I'm F5ing each time in case something bad happens. Start liquid fuel oxidizer and go. Stop it, get it to cool. All right, that's about where we're going to be. I need to now refuel my ship. Because it doesn't get refueled. All right, so there's the 4. Are they in here? 92. How about in here? There we go. There's a good chunk we can pull from. And then I can pull from probably here again. Not really. There we go. I'll pull from this one. Sweet. I'll come back for that one later. Fuel is topped off. Let's GTFO. 4,000 units of liquid fuel out of 44,000. We're 10% of the way there. Almost there on oxidizer, which is something of note. I need to hit 3. Oh, ouch. Bonk. Excuse me. Oh, wrong thing. I was like, wait, that's not retrograde. This is retrograde. Whee! Next stop, Minimus. Okay, so not bad, not bad. This is not a bad area. I think we were here last time too. If we can just keep hitting this, I'll be fine. Bro, man, you've been added to the list, buddy. Our royalty run is just now starting to get spicy. I was so sad that we had to stop playing it the other day. But we're starting to see some more consistent faces around there too. I'm excited about that. Hopefully we start to get a couple more people hanging around more often during the RimWorld streams, and we can be more competitive on the front page or on the category page. Because I want to do well there, damn it! Is less frustrating than last time? Your last one was great. He was a doctor, but he was a pyromaniac that liked to set fires all the time. What's up, Krillin? How are you, my dude? Krillin, you're officially further than me in Dark Souls. Congrats. Brainstorming ideas for D&D. Nice. Did I ever tell you what I did, Krillin? Are you being a DM, or are you just trying to think of things you want to do with your character? Dark Souls can kiss my ass. Oh, Anonymous Cheer, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. You're going to be DMing a one-shot. Oh, cool. When is that happening? Is that one of your charity goal things that you did? We're currently just mining at the moment. We're not doing anything too terribly exciting. I enjoy it, but 3-ish weeks. Okay. You got a full group for it already? Or is it just the normal D&D folks? You sure do? Oh, okay. Fine. I didn't want to be in it anyways. He didn't ask me, chat. It's okay.